right.
Hello, everybody. My name is T.
Here, I'm Jaggy.
I'm joined by Jaggy here.
A little bit of rusty commentary right now because we haven't done this God knows how long.
Yeah. Welcome to MKPS, the Mario Kart Professional Series. I'm super excited for this to start. I know Nick and Wally have been working on this for a long time. It's been under wraps for a long time. But finally, we get to see the matches actually played right now after like months and months of waiting. And I'm excited, Jaggy. How about you?
So am I. I'm actually really excited to see this because there's a lot of new changes for this particular tournament. It's not like the old format. I mean, the old format, there wasn't too much wrong with it. It was just a case of it was getting stale.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think
Yeah.
the leagues were fine, but the problem is we just kept on playing leagues over and over again. And eventually I feel like it was kind of, it was a little bit too much.
The war scene was dying because of the staleness. But
yeah, and honestly, like, I've seen a lot of teams have started picking up boring again. I've seen Wallywogs started to pick up. I've seen freaking Wallywogs with like a lot of Mogi mains that are actually playing some wars and whatnot. Anyways, we are so for our first ever Mario Kart Professional Series match, we have MCG, also known as My Choppa Go, and Charge Brigade. This is a Group A match with Charge Brigade being, I think, the 9th or 8th seed.
Well, in terms of, well, not necessarily like a professional seed, but in terms of community opinions, they're around the 8th best team in the whole game.
Yeah, and My Choppa Go being, I think, a mid. I don't know, like specifically.
They're mid-top. They're not a mid-table side. They can do well in their day, but they're not in the top 15 playing.
Yeah. So we have My Choppa Go will field Crisis, Ferg, Rob, Ryan, and Ozzy, while Charge Brigade will field Fusion, Storm, Trix, Wally, and Neo.
So T and I were talking about this a little bit before we started the stream. We're going to break the predictions down to 3 separate categories. The first category being chemistry. Both these teams are actually pretty good chemistry-wise. My Choppa Go, they're very known to be good friendship-wise. I know they've been friends for a very long time. In terms of actually playing together, well, they haven't been too active as of late, but they've been playing together off and on for a bit of time now. So I don't think the in-game consistency is going to be a problem with them.
A lot of people might not know this, but like I think their chemistry is going to be pretty like tight and whatnot. I think that I think they'll play pretty well as a team, as a unit, depending on the lineup, of course. I think that you have Ferg and Rob and Ryan who've been playing, and Ozzy who've been playing with each other for a long time. I think Crisis will be a really good runner for them as well.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Ferg, Rob, Ryan, and Ozzy, they've played for each other in StarClan. I know they've played in a lot of CT wars as well.
For sure. For CB though, their chemistry is through the roof. I'd say if it comes to like a top 10 ranking, they're definitely in top 10 in terms of chemistry. Fusion has not been there for super long. He's been there for, I think, a little under a year, but everybody else has been there. I'm not sure about Neo, but Wally, Trix, and Storm have been there pretty much almost since the beginning.
Yeah, they've been there for a very, very long time. They've played with each other for, I think, around like, oh god, like 6 years at this rate, maybe 6 to 7 years. They've been with each other for a long time. I think that Charge Brigade is also like they're also a very strong team. Trix, I think, who is going to be our streamer, he's a very, very good runner. Honestly, I think he took some D1 MVPs, I think, with Battle Alliance.
He has very good fundamentals. I know Trix plays with Nunchuck, and Nunchuck is not the most viable controller to use in terms of like side tricks and whatnot. But in terms of pure lines, he's got the fundamentals down. You're rarely going to see him taking like a really bad line in terms of like taking a turn and going straight, But yeah, the second category that brings us to is overall running power. I do think that CB slightly edge MCG here in terms of the running power, especially with MCG missing out on Jose. I do think that's going to be a big loss for them.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think I've seen Rob actually like go off recently.
Rob is Okay, so Rob has been memed in the past, but Rob has the potential though. It's just he hasn't really been known to try that much in the past. When he used to be active back in like 2016, 17, he would always be memeing and stuff. But he actually has that running potential though.
Yeah, I saw Rob, like, I think he scored like 100 something versus a Veil in a 6v6, which is insane. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise there, but
Yeah. And but I think their running power is a bit underrated in that sense. They have Rob. I think there's also Crisis as well, who's really, really good at running. Ferg and Ryan, I think they can play two roles. I think they're also really good runners, but also I'm not sure about Ryan, but specifically Ferg, I know he likes to pack play a lot. He likes to like just annoy people and whatnot.
yeah, I think when you're talking about pack play, usually you think of like Schlager and Stop Troller. He's not as renowned for that as he is sniping though, and getting people out of the top spots. Like he is really accurate with his greens and his bananas. He's actually known to make some good plays.
I've played against him with a long time. I know I get super annoyed every time I'm behind or I'm in front of him. He always somehow hits me. And I'm like, what the heck? Like I see him like driving off and I'm like, what the heck?
I have this GIF. I lost it, but I was playing against him. I think it was like SC versus JJ, it could have been. It was MC3. I was in first and he chucked a green forward, like straight at me. He predicted me to hop to the right. So he threw his second green to the right, and that's the green that hit me. That's just a perfect example. Yeah, the third point is consistency though, and I did mention how my Choppa Go haven't really been playing regs too often as of late. They have been playing CTs, but like you said before, they haven't been playing regs too much, and Charge Brigade have been on it as of late. They've been playing for the past year or so, somewhat consistently. But I'm not trying to undermine MCG by any means. I do think that they could potentially pull an upset here. I know. Most of the community predicted CB to win. I actually did a poll on the MKB YouTube. There were like 13-ish votes. 11 votes went to CB. About half was 20 points or less. About half was 20 points or more. Only one person voted for MCG winning, but I do think MCG could pull an upset here. I think something that kind of influences the audiences a little bit is the notable names. Most of the notable names will go to CB here. You do have the likes of Storm, Trix, and Wally. And then for my Choppa Go, the only real name that sticks out is Crisis in terms of pure running power. But overall, I do think that both are somewhat evenly matched in terms of running.
All right, do you want to go over the groups then, really quickly?
Yeah, we'll take a look at the groups again. Like I said, or like we already established, we're doing Group A. My Choppa Go versus Charge Brigade. MCG predicted to get third overall, and CB predicted to get second in terms of the overall community votes. I don't think this will be one of the closer groups among the groups, but it'll be interesting to see how third seed will go if CB get the win here. Let's say CB get the win against MCG. I do think it's going to be close between them and Blue Thunder Green.
I think this is an interesting match in both ways, in terms of the first seed and the third seed. I think that, like, what is it? Of course, there's MCG and Blue Thunder Green, as you mentioned, but also if MCG does pull an upset, that also kind of sets back CB, because they really, I think what they are expecting is they're expecting to go 4-0 into the final match versus Phantasmagoria. And Phantasmagoria and CB are pretty big rivals in terms of they're pretty big rivals in terms of that. I mean, there's a discussion on whether or not Phantasmagoria or Charge Brigade should be that seventh team that should get the bye. And I know Wally specifically said, you know what, it's okay, let PT take it. We'll beat them in group. We'll beat them when we get matched into Group M. And lo and behold, CB got matched into.
That I feel like that was rigged. No, it's not. But
I mean, you would have to talk to Nick about that.
Yeah. So basically, if MCG win this, it's actually going to be really unpredictable as to who's going to get third seed and fourth and second seed. If it's CB, I do think it's going to be a little more linear. Like Phantasmagoria and CB might get top two in the end, and then third seed will likely be between MCG and Blue Thunder Green. Maybe CY if they can get an upset or two. I don't think CY have the power to get a third seed though. So now we're moving on to the match. We do see, what are the spots? Did you catch them?
I did not catch them, but I can catch them on stream.
Hey, stream snipe.
Yeah. But I think we see RBC coming out for Charter Brigade. So I'm assuming they have 1-4, and we see BC3 coming out for we see a random Pokemon as well, but we do see BC3 coming out for MCG.
BC3, yeah, it's a little dice roll. Yeah, it does come out with BC3. It's a little dice rolling. Even
they might have Daisy players actually.
Yeah, I do think that Crisis sometimes plays Daisy, and also Rob too, from what I know. We'll see what happens.
Daisies in the mini map? I don't think I did.
I think I only saw one.
All right,
I'm not sure though.
Let's start off the first race on BC3.
First race of MKPS. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm hella hyped. We see Fergan first. He's trailing right now. Trick's going for the white box. Gets wheelie bumped a little bit. Pulls a fit. Oh, nice banana from
Ferg opts to back the Nana though. I'm not sure if he has another item to block cut with. I would have liked to seen him hold that banana. If he doesn't, he's gonna go for Ultra though. Interesting play. Let's see if he makes it.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we see a lot of people taking the shortcut.
Yeah, I think
I saw Crisis there. I saw Ryan there as well.
I think him not blocking the cut could have been a sign that MCG were all in bottom spots holding shrooms at the first set. So I think that's maybe why he went for the cut.
Yeah, we see 456 actually from CB right now. Fusion. Oh, nice. Oh, he got him.
Yeah, the back red's right as the blooper came down a little bit, so it's kind of hard to see.
Who was that in the bagging battle?
I actually didn't catch it, so we'll pay attention. He has battle glitch.
Yeah.
A little unfortunate with the TC here for Tricks.
I think Neo is winning the bagging battle right now. Yeah. Oh, he gets TC there. He can get a dodge though, because Neo's in 10th right now. I think. Oh, he's gonna wait for a box right here.
Do you see a few people taking cut? I do think it's gonna favor CB slightly because MCG were holding some of those top spots. I do think CB sort of caught up a little bit. I think that's Wally in first right now.
Yeah, Wally in first.
Or it's second actually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's first actually. We'll see.
He might be 134 or top. It's probably. I can't find that.
Ooh, it's tough. It's rough.
C34 coming out for. C34 coming out. Oh, that bomb! He gets it. Oh my goodness.
Gets it off. Yeah, it was a good bomb.
Oh crap. Okay, so.
CB top 2. It looks like.
Oh, okay. So it's top 2, 5, 6. They're probably gonna leave the cut open and have Fusion and Wally take it right now. Oh no!
Let's see what happens. Oh, it's not. It's not unblocked. Okay, there it is. Yeah, Rob unblocked it, which is not actually a good thing because now Trix is in third after taking cut, and top 3 coming out for CB here.
Yeah, we see top 3 coming out. Nice shroom. Misses the backspin right there. He has another chance with this red to back Ryan right here. No, he's gonna hold that. They saved top 3. I think that was for Charge Brigade.
Top 3 for CB.
Very strong start from them.
So, yeah, with that I want to point out that back green spot. It was a decent spot to back it. Usually in that scenario, you have a decision of either backing it down the eyes right there, right down the middle of the narrow spot, or backing it wide last turn. But you would have to time it pretty well though. Yeah. So I think that was the proper spot to back it. Still top 3.
What a strong start by CB right here. Top 3, 5.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, top 3, 5.
44 to 17. What would you go here if you're MCG though? I mean, obviously it's a big race for CB, so they're gonna need something honestly, like a reset track.
If we have a bad race, our default is probably Peach Gardens. We see BC coming out, or Grumble. Grumble's also pretty good. We see Delfino as well. There's a lot of tracks you can actually go. I personally prefer Gardens because you can easily front run it as well after you get shrooms in first, or you can start running it once you get shrooms and whatnot. But Delfino's also a very strong or very good choice as well to come back on. Maybe they're a little bit more. I think they might just rely on getting getting stuff to take the double or shrooms, star, whatnot. Anyways, going to race 2, we have just racing.
Do you see 2 of MCG drafting up right away though?
Yeah, they get top 2 right now. MCG currently in top 2.
I'm surprised first place didn't swerve though.
I
It
think
didn't
they
look to
had
me
top
like he
three,
did.
that's why. But
Mhm.
who knows? I think it's gonna go.
Ooh.
Oh, nice snipe from Wally right there.
Yeah.
Oh, he has trip shrooms. He's gonna probably hold that. Wally getting redded, but first can get redded from that, and we see 2-3 coming out for CB, 1-4 for MCG. Trix is gonna probably hold those for the cut.
We'll see if Fusion maybe has something to try to snipe Crisis here. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, he's gonna maybe
I
try
don't
to
think so. I think
draft.
he
Yeah.
might be going for a draft, or I don't know what that. I think he's for a draft. So do you think that? Oh, he just drops.
Looks to me like MCG are winning the bagging
there's
battle
a
as well.
blue.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
But
Fusion has.
dodges
Yeah.
it.
MCG are winning the bagging battle though.
Oh.
Let's see if maybe one of the baggers pulled Bill. That's
Trix
the
tried
biggest
to-
thing.
Tricks. Oh no.
Maybe that was a bit of
That's-
miscommunication there,
I think what he
actually.
should have done. I think he should have tried to go for the spindrift hawk instead of going for the.
Yeah, Spindrift Hoff or the dock list though, but just
no,
him taking
the
that
dock list-
line.
Yeah.
I
That's not
think
a good
him,
line.
him taking that line could have been an indication that there was a little bit of miscommunication, or that he backed it like instantly. Like, I'll get a back a fib here, and then he backs it. That could have been the case as well.
Yeah.
But holding blue, this could be good for CB, but it looks to me like MCG have the shock, I believe.
I think so. It looks like it.
Couldn't
I'm not
see the bagger name.
totally sure about it. Nice draft coming out from Trix as a blue and 7. He's probably gonna hold it and just get 8, but it's fine. They have first for sure. Or he could just use it when. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that's fine. He could just use it to. Oh, he's using it now. I think he's trying just using it so he can get an item right here.
Yeah, just to get maybe even get second on the line too. That's a possibility. No, it's not. It was too close there, but
Yeah.
I still think this is gonna be a bottom 2 for MCG. Looks to me like.
CB's just outrunning right now at the very moment.
Well, the thing is, it was BC3 and DSDS, so basically it's 2 races in which you can come back from a deficit. So
Yeah.
basically, we'll see what happens in the actual running tracks, though. That's when it's going to separate the men from the boys. But so far, CB doing a good job with their items, whatever the items they pull, getting back up to the top spots and keeping them.
Yeah, you see all even spots coming out for, or all odd spots coming out for CB, so that's a +9 race right there.
But it seemed to me like, yeah, Trix got 7th, so that could be a pretty heavy lag case there. It didn't look to me like he, it didn't look to me like 7th passed him actually, so he might have gotten a lag start there.
Mushroom Gorge coming out for MCG right here. I think that's 3 track picks for MCG, so you can't complain about the track picks, I guess.
Yeah, like I said before, the track picks that they did have were mainly BC3 was the first track, but even BC3 can be kind of dice rolly depending on how many people on your team pull shrooms and whatnot. Same goes here for Mushroom Gorge. I do think shrooms is the most important item here, just to be able to take gap multiple times.
Triple shrooms and shock is super important here. Like, I mean, it's in this case, like, shock is extremely deadly. Like, if you have like top 3, you can easily target shock them and just absolutely demolish the top 3 right here.
If you're in top spots with shock, though, it can get a little iffy because you're gonna have to be forced to hold the shock all the way, and then maybe people will take gap unless you TS them, obviously.
Or what you can do is just you can easily get your top 3 out. Like, you can just easily, once your top 3 passed, you can just easily like use the.
Fusion failed the rock a little bit. I think he might have gotten bumped in midair. I'm not sure what happened particularly. I think maybe Trix might have lagged up a little bit to Fusion. I'm not sure how he failed the cut there, but still top 2 coming out for CB here, and a shroom in second for Trix. In terms of the bagging battle, it's still relative. Actually, yeah, one of the baggers is still going backward in 10th. Gets comboed there a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know which bagger that is. He's just gonna wait for an item right now. Going left side. He's in Spanish? Yeah, he wants shrooms right now. Gets them?
We do see 2 of MCG taking gap. They're starting to catch up a little bit here.
Yeah. See, what is Trix hold? 6th? Pulls a blue, so that he's gonna hold that. You see Storm fall off or get hit out.
2, 3, 4 coming out for MCG.
He can honestly blue them.
Yeah, first has enough separation. Yeah. but he's forced not to get a box as a result. I think maybe he could have gone left path to try to get that second box, possibly after.
Oh,
Ooh,
shock.
this could change it around. I think it was CBs.
Yeah. No, I think it might have been MCGs though.
Yeah, it doesn't TS MCG and Gap.
Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about. Is I think what they did was they got their 2-3-4 like out of the mushroom section, and they just shocked at the mushroom section, so that CB couldn't take Gap. So because I'm pretty sure they didn't know they were thinking that Trix had like the shrooms or something because he was holding it for the entire time, but he just had a blue. It's still a good play, I think, since it gets rid of the fact that like, okay, if he had shrooms, they got rid of the shrooms. 2-3-4-7. That's a winning race for MCG. First winning race for them.
Yeah, we do have to go back to Fusion, unfortunately, either getting bumped off Gap or missing it altogether. Because had he made that, I do think that CB would have locked down top 2 because he was right behind Wally. And the only reason why Trix fell behind was because of a T or getting comboed and then getting TC'd. So unfortunate there for Fusion, but they're still CB are still okay. They're still somewhat comfortable here with a looks to me like a 29-point deficit or lead for CB.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be 29 points. I think for 2-3-4, you have a lot of options. You could go, RBC. You can go towards Factory. You can also go. I think what they're going for DDR. DDR is kind of an interesting choice. I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to draft their 2-3-4 will probably go instead of taking the sand hop, they can just go wide. I think it's not ideal because first can easily just take the sand hop, and usually first will take the sand hop. But 2-3-4 would probably 2-3-4 would probably like negate that by just drafting. So we'll see what's going on right here.
I see a lot of people going wide actually.
I think what they want to do is TC. He's gonna pass that.
We're streaming away too. Damn.
Yeah. I think what we're gonna see. Oh, he got a lucky shot there. I think what I like to do on this track, I don't know if it's optimal or not, but what I like to do is I like to like get a star here, and I like to chain the star at this last set here, and try to get like shrooms or something to finish the ultra cut.
Yeah, but then it depends on where you have the star. If you're in 8th, but you're kind of close to the pack, it's sometimes best to hold it, but not for 2 laps. If you hold it for 1 lap, it might be okay, just in case your bagger pulls a shock lap too. But if you hold it all the way till lap 3, you're gonna fall behind.
So we see Golden right now for Trix. He's gonna just use that to catch up. Did he bump off Ferg?
Yeah, it looked to me like he did. Ferg, unless he dodges up, he's out of the race. I'm pretty sure, unless he takes double with the Golden.
I mean, he could. Yeah, he could.
Ultra.
Wait, double? What? Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Jaggy, whatever, Jaggy. Anyways, we have 4-5 coming out for CB. 2-4-5 coming out for CB. I don't know who's in. Wally's in first. So top 2-4-5 coming out.
We'll see what Rob here. Rob might have to. Yeah, he doesn't have shrooms. I was gonna say he's gonna have to go for the ultra if he wants to break the top spots. But this is looking very good for CB. We'll see what happens with the shock battle. Neo, it looks to me.
Neo's going backwards.
Still going backwards.
He doesn't have it though.
This will definitely favor CB though if it's not if it's shockless though.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Wally fell off. Oh my goodness.
A little bit of lag there.
Yeah, Wally getting glued right here. Yeah, there we go. It's smart of him to hold out his item so it gets destroyed in the blue blast. Oh, shock coming out. I think. Let's see who dodges. I think that was an MCG.
Yeah, it was MCG. Only one person dodged from the looks of it.
No, 2 people dodged.
Oh yeah, one person in a star way in the back.
On the line. Oh wow!
I think it was a 1-4-5 for CB. It was really close though, so don't take my word for it. Yeah, it was more of the blue that changed the race around. Someone dodged in 5th from MCG from the looks of it, but I don't know if it was enough for him to get first. Yeah, remember 1st to 2nd is a 6-point swing, so let's see what happens here with the results.
That blue was so unfortunate because that happened after shock. That's also like another thing about shock. So
Ryan does clutch out. Yep.
7-8. Oh, that 7-8 hurts. That 7-8 really hurts. Bottom
yeah, so it's +1 for MCG. It was damage control though, especially with that blue. Yeah, we do see plenty of the reset tracks out of the way, though. So it's going to be more and more favored to the running tracks going into GP2 and 3, like KC, BCW, MH. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, because in tracks like BC3 and DSDS, you can catch up with the right items and the right plays, but we're going to have to see who has the overall better running power. Let's see what happens. It's going to separate the men from the boys, like I said before.
Yep, 234. That's probably going to be an RBC pick for CB. Let's see what MCG goes for, actually. See, I think that SNES MC3 is just so random right there. Let's see what's going out for MCG. Is that Grumble? See a Grumble. We see
a mix of Grumble and MC3 for
and
MCG.
GB2. No, GB2 as well. I am... that GB2 pick is interesting, to say the least.
Very nice, Rolly. Even if you are starting in top spots, though, it is a short track, so basically the first 5 or 10 seconds of the race matters a lot, depending on if you pull shrooms in the mid spots or if you get a
that doesn't really matter too much, since we're not on GB2. We're on a nice sunshine-filled Mario Circuit 3 with the trees in the background.
Easily top 3 most important shock-reliant track.
Yeah. Bagging here is a nightmare, honestly, because if you get Bill, you're honestly screwed.
Yeah, this is one of those tracks where you just either sit at the set until 30 seconds, or you just hope the other bagger just runs into the box in 10th.
I just saw Ferg going backwards and hit Wally with the PC.
Oof.
Oh, Ryan's gonna get ready there. The top 2 is gonna be. Yep. Let's see.
See what Rob has here.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, Rob getting banana.
Double back spam here, so this might affect one of the... No, none of MTG hit it, so we'll see what happens. Crisis locking down first.
See Wall or Tricks in second. My bad.
That fit was really close to hitting.
Oh, nice back spam right there. Oh, and he gets comboed as well. There's a blue coming out for Crisis, though. That
is a good spot to back the green, though, because it's very narrow. And if you go to the right, if you go wide, you have a little bit of a risk of oil puddle. So that's a good spot to back the green there from Crisis.
567 coming out for CB. They might be holding dodges. Yes, I think I see...
Oh,
I see Wally dodge. I think I saw Fusion dodge as well. They got Storm and Tricks before boxes as well. Very, very good shock pull. And I think that's going to be a pretty good usage, actually, of the shock.
Yeah, and second set.
Oh. Is that Wally getting glued on the line? No, Fusion getting glued on the line? Or did he cross?
He still he got glued on the line, but he crossed after.
It's actually probably a top 4.
It's a top 3, no, because Fer got third.
Oh, Fer got third? Okay.
But it's still going to be a very good race for CB. Yeah, Fusion got blued like right on the line, but he didn't lose spots anyway because he crossed after landing, it looks to me like. Yeah, second set is generally a good spot to use the shock if you don't see anybody in like a mega and a mid spot from MCG there. So I'm pretty sure that's why CB called the shock. It's a bit predictable,
but it's like old reliable. Oh, top 2, 4, 5. Oh,
yes.
Okay, yeah, Ferg does get third.
Yeah, shock. Again, as you said, shock is super important on that track.
Easily top 3 most important shock track. And if you're CB here, I do think BCW is a good option, even though Ferg is occupying third, because they are occupying 4-5-2. The only way that I can see MTG coming back if it's BCW is if they spam all their shrooms, but the first 5 seconds of BCW matters a lot. If you can overcome that storm, then it's going to be very easy to run, especially with back spamming and stuff like on the spiral section.
Yeah. I think that also TF is a good spot. Good play here as well. Or you get top 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, because starting in third is really not good.
Yeah. We have Grumble Volcano, Peach Gardens coming out for
a lot of tracks coming out here for MCG.
Yeah, it's one of those. This is one of those tracks where you can easily shroom up at this first set right here, or yeah, after this first set, since that huge cut at the beginning.
But we'll see what they get. Let's see a draft coming out for Tricks, but doesn't get anything. We have, I think, 1 person taking the cut, 2 people taking the cut. I think that's 2 of MCG right there. So I think they have top 2 right now.
Looks to me,
Ferg and Rob in top 2.
Looks to me like the baggers are sitting. Yeah, none of those baggers, they don't want to pull a 10th place box. That's why they're sitting there. So it's all a matter.
There's a you can still go forwards. Just skip. You can still skip the box and go forwards. At that
Yeah,
point as well.
but then when you do that, you risk the other bagger maybe like cheesing a golden.
That's true, but you can. But if they get like a golden or something, then you can easily get the box at 30 seconds, or you can get the change off box at 30, or you can get one of the change off boxes at 30 seconds.
I think
as well.
Rob might have another shroom here. Yeah, he does take the cut.
So he has triple shrooms. So he's gonna stay in first, and then if a blue comes, then he can just easily dodge it.
Yeah, this is looking very good for MCG.
Or he could have just pulled a shroom in second.
One of the baggers, yeah, Neo's still going back. He doesn't have shock here. We'll see if maybe Ozzy pulled it in ninth. No, he's still going backwards too. So neither bagger have shock here, unless one of them just went forward. Ozzy's chasing. Looks to me like Ozzy's chasing Neo here. So CB have the shock here.
Ooh,
Could change the race around.
Cool. Let's see if he goes for a play here. He does. Does he get him? No, a little bit off. A little bit too late on there, but it's fine. It's fine. Top two. It's honestly not. They have a huge break, but shock.
Yeah, there's a shot coming in from Neo. Like I said, Neo did have the shock. This could change the race around. Depends on what Wally pulls. Ooh.
Trix pulls a unfortunate TC.
That is very unfortunate. It's gonna be an interesting battle between.
It.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness, nice.
Unfortunate
nice
for Rob
there.
there.
You see first still in first, but 2, 3, 4 coming out for CB. Oh, nice.
Barely pulls them out in time.
He gets third and second right now. He's gonna get redded, yeah. It's gonna be top 3, I think, for CB. Someone's in a mega. I think that's Storm in a mega. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
There is a top.
I think that's a
top 2-4.
Yeah, that was a crazy ending right there.
I was about to mention, I didn't get to say, but it was gonna be an interesting battle between Wally and Ferg. Looked to me like Wally was still in second. He didn't go all the way up to first, but I think Wally might have gotten a snipe on Ferg. So as soon as that happened, Ferg was pretty much exposed to the red that came from Trix afterwards.
Wow, CB honestly dominating at this point.
The shock changed the race around. It wasn't a lock for CB after the shock, but CB making plays after the shock had occurred on both Rob and Ferg. So good work from CB to be able to salvage even more spots after that shock.
Yeah, this is looking like this is a blowout. Oh my goodness.
76-point lead coming in for CB going into race 7.
Finally, they get their Bowser Castles pick right here. And this is going to be very, very key for
finally, we do see a running track being. I mean, DDR is a running track, but that was pretty much the only other real running track that we saw. So it'll be interesting to see how
MCG had the advantage there with the 2-3-4 as well.
Yeah. First 5 to 10 seconds matter so much depending on what items are spammed in the mid spots and bottom spots.
Yeah, but I feel like nothing was spammed right there.
Nope. Looks to me like CB have the driver's seat going into this, unless Ferg maybe or somebody from MCG.
Oh, Crisis streams up. But
yeah.
He's going to get redded. Wow, that was kind of sketchy right there.
A little lag there,
but...
If
he does Shroomless glitch right here, I'll give him $20. Oh, no, he's just blocking it. Okay, never mind then. Top 2. Top 2 coming out. Top 3, actually. Fusion
yeah, here Fusion makes the... I actually didn't even know he was capable of making it.
I think just teleported up, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, you see... I think I want one of them to pull a shroom and then just easily get up there. Oh! Whoa, where's that warning?
It wasn't even going for him, that's the thing.
Yeah, it was going for Wally, I think, and I think Wally got hit by it too.
Yeah.
That's really
unfortunate there for CB.
Oh, the triple trick. Let's go. And oh, Mega.
We did see a back green coming on to Ryan. It didn't hit.
Oh, he's trying to shlag right here, but he misses.
Vintage Rob. He used to do that a lot in Wise. Just stop troll people. Vintage Rob. I think this still favors CB though.
Yeah, I think they have top 2, right?
It's either top 2 or 1-4. I'm not sure who's in. Oh yeah, it's a top 2 for CB.
Yeah, but fortunately, Trix does get hit. Oh, Omega. This could be actually good, because I think Neo's been consistently outbagging Ozzy.
This could be good for CB, even if they don't have shock, though, because if they're going to do the obvious TS on the second ramp, Trix is going to be able to dodge and possibly get up to first regardless, so this is looking very good for CB, even if they don't have shock.
What they also could do is just wait for dodges like later on and whatnot, but I feel like
CB might have it then if the shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shock didn't come, so it looks to me like this is gonna be a lock for CB.
Yeah. No, I think that I think nobody has shock right now.
Okay,
Is he?
we'll see.
Oh, okay. I thought Fergus.
Someone fell off from. No, it was just
Oh,
lag.
Ryan's in a dodge. But I feel like, yeah, no, MCG doesn't have.
I'll just use this mega here. I would just okay.
No,
I was gonna
feel like nobody has shock.
Yeah, I was gonna say use.
wait,
Oh,
no,
there it is.
I'm
Yeah.
wrong. Wow, I'm completely wrong. CB had it. I think what happened was they were just going to wait for it at the end.
I was gonna say use the mega there. Don't let Ferg pass you the TC and then use the mega, because if Ferg got, I think he did get TC'd in the end, so Ferg's gonna get like a 7th or 8th place, or no, he actually got probably 6th or something from what I saw on the stream. He might have passed it last second.
Oh my goodness, I'm completely wrong about that. That shot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know. Nothing's happening. Oh, top 2, 4, 5.
CB
Yeah.
completely blowing MCG out of the water right now.
Yeah. Top 4 overall. Oof.
I think the shot count, from what I know, MCG only got maybe 2 shocks, and
Yeah.
CB got about 5.
This is honestly like CB. What is it? Neo's like their MVP. Honestly.
I mean, on a lot of the tracks, like gardens and stuff, you can get unlucky when it comes to bills and stuff. But I think in terms of the bagging tracks, like BC Wii, in which you actually have to take strats, Neo's getting the better of Ozzy right now. Even though Ozzy does have the experience, so maybe we could see Ozzy bounce back here and maybe get some more shocks. But as of right now, Neo's getting the fair share of shocks, and CB coming back from being in bottom spots in a couple of the races, and when they are top spots, pretty much just securing top spots the whole way and then dodging up at the very end.
Yeah, I think for again PF coming out for CB.
And I don't think, according to Masta, yeah, MCG, I agree, Masta. MCG maybe at this point should go all run, just change it up, because bagging is not working. It's not too far-fetched to go all run. Maybe not in TF, though, because TF is a bit iffy.
Yeah, we can
What do you think?
Typical TFs. I don't think so for now. I think honestly, like you need a few races. I think until you come back. I feel like you need a few races to come back, then go for all run. If it's feasible, try to like all run. I guess like if you're in that range and whatnot to like win the match. But I feel like for now, maybe just keep on like trying to bag and whatnot.
I'd say after this race, if things aren't going well, just all run last GP.
Anyways,
But,
TF,
yeah.
a very, very, typical top 2, 4, 5 track. You can easily draft fourth can easily draft first. I think second you can even draft fifth at this rate as well.
CB locking down a pretty good top 2 here. Even if a blue does come on tricks, it's still going to be looking good for CB. They're still going to lock down top 2. MCG need
I
a
think
few blues
That's
here.
juicy. I think actually it's not top 2. I think it's
Yeah, no, Fusion is top 2. Or Fusion is second.
no Ferg.
Oh, okay, Ferg overtook it.
Yeah,
My bad.
Ferg, and I don't know who that other person was, but it was another MCG member. So they have, I think it's 1-4 for CB, 2-3 for MCG.
Are we going to see tricks? Okay, I was going to say, is he going to block the Shroomless here? But he does opt to back it tighter on the red room.
I thought Ferg failed it in second. It gives like the mini map kind of lag.
Neither bagger have shock. They're still jockeying for it here. A little bit, yeah.
Trix is just running, man. I want to see all the excitement. He's just backing, just big chilling right now.
It doesn't look to me like Fusion lost third, though. He's still locking it down.
Trix
Couple of back spams coming out here.
He hit someone. He took the person in fourth. Oh, he avoided that. He's gonna get punished for it? Oh no, he just gets the red. Doesn't block it. See,
Had he hit that Nana there, it would have been bad, but Fusion loses out on third eventually. Yeah.
And then, well, we know 2-3 for sure.
It was not much to comment on that race.
Yeah, just Tricks running it up hella big. Though MCG does get 2-3, so it's not the ideal race to have, but it's a start, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You need bigger races though. You can't be giving. You can't. Oh,
I do
God,
think
2-3 bottom 2. Ugh.
Oof. I do think since Charge Brigade are getting the better of MCG in both running and shock reliant tracks, just pick some neutral tracks like RBC. There aren't too many neutral
Top
tracks in the
4
game though.
overall. Oh my god.
Wow. For the most part, yeah. See, whenever MCG do get back up to top spots, it's just a case of CB hitting them with items and snipes and stuff. Just overall getting the better of the top spots. And
Yeah.
obviously the shock count is going to CB, but whenever the shock is, whenever it's shockless, then we still see CB coming out on top, whether it's getting up to the front right away and running the whole time, as we just saw in that last race, or MCG coming back up and then going back down again due to a good play coming out from CB.
But it's still winnable.
Still
winnable. Not likely, but still winnable.
anything can happen in this game, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
It usually, like, I mean, dramatic comebacks usually don't happen very often, but it's still very much possible. MKW is like a ticking time bomb, so
Yeah.
let's see what
RBC
happens.
coming out from Charge Brigade. Grumble Volcano. We see an MC pick as well. I think Grumble Volcano is a good. Ooh, I don't know about Grumble Volcano. I think MC would be honestly better. It's really weird that I say that, but I feel like with the randomness of MC, it's a lot better than like Grumble Volcano, where like the shocks are a bit more controlled. But I think Grumble Volcano
Does come out with GB too.
Yeah, Grumble Volcano is a lot more light. I personally want to go for something crazy rather than something that could be a little bit more controlled. But that's just me. I am not a good player.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's 2, 3, 4 coming out on GV for CB. So expect some drafts coming out here in a bit. Probably on this turn. See Ferg back one, doesn't hit anyone.
Do you see Trix outlining Ferg there? But I think he got Willy locked, that's why he went wide there. Unfortunate
Yeah.
for Trix.
Is he gonna snipe him?
Oh, good attempt. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
trailing something.
I think. Oh, Rob is taking the
The golden respawn
Yeah,
instead of the
golden
golden
rock.
rock. Yeah.
which is fine. It's just to play it safe, I guess.
It's better to play it. I mean, it's more. You lose more time if you play it safe with triple shrooms rather than a gold.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you could also go for rock.
Yeah, you can go
Worst
for
case
rock,
scenario.
but you don't save as much time with the golden playing it safe. I mean, taking rock versus playing it safe versus triple shrooms, because you can take rock twice with triple shrooms.
That's true. Bomb gonna be dropped here. Oh, he almost hits his own red.
Yeah.
You see Neo taking the backwards cut. What's going on over there? What's
Do you see? Oh, that's a good bomb on Crisis. Yeah,
Oh,
Crisis
just
looks
looking
to
at
me
the
like he's
mini
out
map
of race
now.
here.
I'm so perplexed at what's going on in the mini. Oh god, that's a back spam coming out.
Who's the me though? MCG or CB?
I think that's MCG.
Whoever that is, I think
Oh,
he has
look at
shock.
you.
Yeah.
He might have shock. Actually, he might be
MCG
right. He
looked
might
to
be
me
right.
like they have shock here, unless he's gonna
It's
run
actually
up.
gonna be good for them. This could actually be like a really good race coming from them.
Yeah. We'll see what Ferg has. I think he just shrimmed up. I'm not entirely sure. That might mean that he has
They're
another
good.
one back him up.
I think Trix is gonna dodge here. They're gonna try. Oh, whoa, he doesn't.
It still
Early
wasn't
shock.
MCG shock though.
Yeah, that's a really shock. I think they had dodges up there. That's probably why.
Yeah, maybe TSing
They're gonna
CB
get
taking
Ferg.
cut.
Oh no, Ferg gets a blooper and he gets trip res behind him.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Christ,
It's gonna be a.
Christ is gonna get red on the. Oh no, he blocks it with the banana. I think.
I think it's gonna be all odd spots. I think maybe for CB. I think MCG got 8-6-4 from the looks of it. I'm not sure about the top 3 spots.
Oh, I think the red shell got hit by the Potaboo or something.
I think that
That
might have
was
been the
weird.
case. Regardless of spots, though, I mean, this is not going to be a big enough race. If MCG win it, I still think it's going to be a win for CB by maybe around 5 or so. Ooh, so we
1,
did see Rob
4,
securing
6,
first.
8, 9.
Still not enough for MCG. I mean, that was a. I'm not sure what the shock case was, to be honest, because nobody dodged in the. It didn't look to me like anybody dodged.
I think what happened was what probably happened was Neo was taking the backward strat and then Ozzy just pulled it.
Yeah, he did pull it, but I'm
Because that
talking about
does
the
happen.
shot call itself.
The shot call itself, I think they dodged Ryan, or sorry, they dodged Rob. I
Yeah, they
think.
dodged outside.
I don't know
Yeah, I
what-
think since the spots are relatively mixed there, I think MCG just didn't want to risk CB taking cut and have their shot call completely nullified or
I
have
think
it
what
be
they
a little
wanted
too
to do
late.
was get I think they wanted also Ferg to take cut, but then he pulled a blooper.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate for him.
Is it
3
possible?
races left with no, it's still
Ooh.
possible, but you have to all run at least one of the races.
Yeah. Oh, this could be a potential all-run race. Mario Circuit.
It
This is
could
like
be.
desperation right
It'll be
here.
interesting to see if they go all run here or not. I don't think. Just don't go yet. Is bonus point a thing though? That's the thing.
Bonus point is not a thing, I believe.
Not a thing in MKPS. So yeah, they're in a little more of drastic measures here.
They're still going backwards, so we see tricks going for boxes and whatnot. That's smart from them. Like send one person back, so they can get dodges and dodge with them if they get it. You see?
Fern fucking around a little bit. He's trying to get that dodge though. Yeah, like you said before, good stop troll from Tricks.
Yeah.
Like you said before, MCG are in a little bit of desperate measures here, so they
really
need
like
to secure as
Tricks,
many dodges.
I think I like Tricks staying back there and whatnot because he can like easily like stop troll, just like secure something so they don't get a big race right here.
Right. You don't need anything huge here if you're CB. Just maybe get like an 8th and maybe 7th for MCG or 8-6 for MCG because it's not going to be big enough for MCG if
Not
they
even
get.
that. You really
Yeah.
just need first, honestly.
Yeah.
New Tricks coming up right now. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
top
that's
4.
top 4.
Yup.
To be fair, it is Mario Circuit. It is Mario Circuit.
Yup.
So they could easily come back.
Trying to look at the mini map here. I don't think. Yeah, Ozzy's chasing Neo, so this is going to be looking very good for CB. They'll probably just hold down their top 3. I don't think they'll finish top 3, but they'll finish at good spots regardless.
Yeah. Oh. This is where
it all ends right
Yeah,
here.
this
This
is
is
where-
going to be a lock for CB.
Oh.
Late shot though. Late shot coming in.
I think that was
MTG.
shot.
Yep,
Actually,
yep.
Yeah. Wally gets redded on the line. That's second.
I think Ozzy pulled it around lap 3 because it looked to me like he
Yeah.
was chasing Neo, but Neo was still going backwards
No,
because
Neo
he
got
didn't
a
even
build,
have it.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's nowhere to fall off. Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 8. Not. I mean, it's fine. It's just not big enough.
Even going all run in the last 2
It's
races
actually
isn't enough for
-1,
MG though.
-9 for-
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lock either way for CB, even if the MCG get 2 top
Yeah.
5s.
Right now, CB's playing for point differential.
Point differential does matter in the end, just in case,
It matters so much, actually.
especially with only 5 matches in the group
Yes.
stage. Point difference will matter in the end.
Your point
Well-
differential does also affect your seating in the upper and lower brackets.
Right, but here's the big question though: if 2 teams tie, is it going to be head-to-head or is it going to be overall plus minus?
In
For
groups,
tiebreaker?
within their groups,
In
it's gonna be
groups.
head to head. Yeah.
Head-to-head, okay. And I do think it's fair for them to keep the head-to-head because there could be a free win or 2 for a couple teams. You never know. There could be
Yeah.
some like minus 150 penalty for whatever reason. So I still think the head-to-head is going to be the most viable option here for a tiebreaker. But like you said, overall plus minus does matter for overall seedings.
All right, Mario Raceway coming out for. I think that was an MCG thing.
Yeah, I mean Mario Raceway, you
Oh
kind of
my
need
god,
a
what a terrible line from Tricks. I just see him clip the grass. Oh no.
Storm breaking away early with the golden.
Yeah. Two top 2
You
coming
know,
out.
I want to take that. We do see Storm taking the double trick. Not very many players use that actually, where they do the double pipe trick. I would like to see that more often among the top players.
I mean, to be honest, I see it a lot among the top players actually. It's not that hard. All you have to do is just spin drift off the first one. Ooh,
Right.
nice. Good job getting a shroom. Great.
I mean,
See.
CB still running this though. I'm surprised.
Nah, he got blued.
Still though, they're still gonna be top.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he dodges it.
dodged?
Oh man,
Goodness.
Storm's going off.
Right here.
I think Ozzy has
He
shock
robbed
though.
the
He
horse.
just started going forward. No, he has a star.
Did he just troll him?
You know?
No,
I think-
no. That's a bagger. That's a bagger.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Good work from Ozzy there to start the shock out of CB, but it's too late though because CB already got top 2.
Yeah. Really, really boring race. for
Yeah.
Raceway.
I mean, Mario Raceway being boring, that's a surprise. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot happened in the pack, but in terms of spectator viewership, a little bit underwhelming from MCG, honestly. I mean, I didn't expect CB to shit the bed or anything. I still expected them to win, but overall, I think CB got the better of
6, 7.
they utilized their items better, and obviously they got more of the shocks and changed the races around completely whenever MCG were top spots.
Completely
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a case of CB outrunning MCG all the time, but it was whenever they were contending for top spots, CB usually got the better hand of MCG. So DKM coming out, I do believe CB are decent at running this track from my experience with playing them.
32 out of 32 coming out.
Oh boy, yeah, this track, I mean,
I hate this track.
any track that's super bumpy, I don't particularly like. I mean, that could be just because I'm bad, but I just don't like the bumpiness. It's too inconsistent for a nunchuck user like me.
Oh, Ferd. So close hitting that snipe from Storm. Or on Storm.
Almost
Oh,
hit the
what
wall there.
Yeah, almost hit the fence right there. Actually,
Who does CB have next? That's a good question. Let me check.
let me actually check.
Or you'll check. Okay, I'll continue commentating just
Yeah.
for the lulls. In terms of the bagging battle, we did see Aussie fall off actually from the looks of it. Or it was a little laggy, but both baggers still jockeying for the shock.
Wow,
If it's shockless, which I don't think it will, I think somebody will pull it eventually. CB will still have the edge here. They still are occupying some of the top spots here. I think they're. I see.
No, nobody pulled it yet.
146 from CB, I believe. Still relatively mixed.
To the oh, nice. Hey, let's go, Crisis. Bring that trail off of tricks.
We did see a bomb come out. Didn't hit anybody though.
Oh,
Another one.
Oh my goodness, that was so wild.
Rob did get caught in the blast, but Wally and Trix getting caught in it. Wally loses stars, so this could be good for MCG to turn the race around. Ryan does get redded though.
Ryan got redded.
So Storm's still occupying first, locking it down. It looks to me like I think MCG are still locking down second, but unless there's a blue, I don't see Storm losing out on first here. Still a 2-3-4 from MCG from the looks of it though.
Yeah.
They could get a winning race here. Oh, Rob hits the no.
Oh no. And he gets
All semblance of hope for MCG there was lost after Rob hit that.
Is he gonna be a jerk? Is he gonna be a jerk?
Oh no, not quite.
For next week, we have CB plays against Cash Up.
Okay.
And
Who does MCG play? That's the bigger question.
MCG plays Contingency.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, they're gonna need to bounce back after this week. I mean, it's a really, really rough loss for them, but
1-3-5-7 coming out.
they're gonna have to grind. I mean, it's not the worst group in the world for MCG, but they're gonna have to grind after this, especially losing this much against CB. They're gonna have to pick it up. They don't want to lose their morale for the rest of the season. It was when the shot count started to sway in CB's favor. That's when
the shot counts would definitely got way out of hand for.
Oh,
I don't think there's really a man of the match here for CB. I do think overall they all played really well. They pretty much traded off races in which they ran. It was sometimes we saw Storm running a couple of the races. Sometimes we saw Trix running a couple of the races. Wally, they all had their fair share of running. And whenever MCG were top spots, the shock changes the race around. And even if MCG are still top spots after shock, or even if there's no shock, couple plays coming out from Wally, maybe like sniping Ferg in Peach Gardens was a key factor for their win there. So it was just overall a really good performance coming out from CB. A little underwhelming for my Choppa Go, but I do expect MCG to bounce back here. They're not the type of team to tilt besides maybe Crisis, but even Crisis doesn't really tilt that much anymore. He kind of
disagree with that, honestly. I don't think that. I feel like people are mature enough here that like they wouldn't tilt at all.
They're not going to tilt after one match. I don't see that.
Especially since they did play against Charge Brigade, which is a very, very strong side. I think they're like, yeah, this is the result we expected. It's okay. Let's just move on to the next week.
Yeah, according to the community, it's like around the 8th best team in the community.
Or yeah, like they're a very, very strong side. Charge Brigade is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it. That's our first ever Mario Kart Professional Series match. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. I am T. I'm joined by Jaggy. Thank you.
All right, see you guys next time.